up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new FUTWIZ player review. Let's take a look at the third in-form Italian striker, Mario Balotelli. So, he plays for Nice in the French Ligue 1 nowadays, and this is his fourth special item. He's now 87 rated with 82 pace, 88 dribbling, 90 shooting, and 86 physical. He's of course 6'2", he's got low work rates, and 4-star skills and weak foot, and of course, he's right-footed. So a couple of different squad options for you guys that you could put him in. The first one is a full Italian side. Well, it's also got Alexandro at left back. But it's a really nice team, lots of special items in the squad, including the premium SBC Stefan El Shaarawy. However, I actually used him in another two-striker formation, this time a little bit of a hybrid side between the French Ligue 1, the Premier League and the Spanish La Liga. And this time his strike partner was the new in-form Morata. A really nice team and they worked well together up front. So when we take a little look at Mario Balotelli's in-game stats, because this is his third in-form and fourth overall special item, his stats are looking really good. On basic chemistry style, you're looking at 93 shooting, and I decided today to go down the route of using the engine, because, well, I was already happy with 90 shooting, and his good physical as well. I wanted to try my best to try and boost the agility and balance stats, which are relatively low for the Italian. So I went with engine, 89 pace, 94 dribbling and 88 passing, pushing his entire item up to some pretty insane stats. So moving on into the clips, and we need to talk pros and cons about Mario Balotelli. And of course, as always, we'll start with the negatives first. There are only a couple of them, but I would say they're relatively major negatives that you guys should definitely know about. The first one being stamina. Of course, it's a very low stat in his in-games, which sometimes I noticed and sometimes I didn't. And we'll get onto the reasons why I didn't in a little while. But he does, you know, it's a fact. He's got low stamina, so at some point during the game he's probably going to run out of fuel. If you are on the ball with him a lot and you're running a lot, then yeah, you're definitely going to run out midway through the second half. And then the fact that his agility and balance stats are just, they're low beyond repair. Like I didn't think that I could help them out with a chemistry style. It just didn't quite work. He didn't feel very agile or have great balance and stuff in game. Yeah, it's just the way it is with Mario Balotelli, I'm afraid. But he does have a bunch of positives to eradicate those negatives somewhat, because, well, I played a bunch of games with him and I scored a bunch of goals, and I actually thought he was a great striker to have in my team. The first thing I was impressed with was the fact that he is a big striker who's quite strong, but he's got a lot of pace. Both acceleration and sprint speed, I was happy with both. Really quick player, and of course I did enhance that somewhat with the engine chemistry style. Both his acceleration and sprint speed were boosted just a little bit. Next up, his positioning. Now, I mentioned earlier about the low work rates. Now, what this means is that he's just not a very mobile striker. Well, this is my interpretation of it anyway. You get him into a spot, like you go for a little run on the ball with him, and then he sort of just hangs around that area. So, for me, it was like try and get him up to as high up the pitch as I possibly can, and then he just sort of stayed there. So I found his positioning to be really good the entire time that I was using him. Definitely didn't want to get back and help the defenders out, because of course he's got the low defensive work rate. But if anything, he almost felt like a medium or even a high attacking work rate. He was always up there and making decent runs for me, I have to admit. Balotelli has actually got some really decent ball control and dribbling stats. His first touch of the ball is awesome, and I like how he runs with the ball. He runs with like precision, and well, he's strong enough that he's able to hold off the defenders whilst he's doing it. So yeah, he really runs like with power and stuff, which is great. And then he's of course got the 4-star skills and weak foot. I found his weak foot to be pretty good. I scored a couple of little goals with it, mostly from inside of the box, but I would probably feel quite comfortable to shoot from outside of the box with it, especially a finesse shot. And then of course the 4-star skills, Berber spins, chops and turns that I find very useful, he can do. He's also a good striker in the air. I've been calling him a target man throughout this video. I feel like you can whip the ball up from a goal kick and he will at least, go up for the aerial battle and most of the time win it. And then also near post from the corners, also another option for you. You can whip it in there, and big Balotelli is going to be up there fighting and battling to win that header at the near post. And in order to help win those headers and stuff, he's got great strength. A very, very strong player on this game. 98 strength by default is just amazing. Basically perfect. And then we get to his shooting, you know. This guy can finish with a lot of power. Straight banger shots, or of course, you know, right-footed finesse shots from just inside the box. Anything, low drivens, you name it. Balotelli can do it. I actually really rate him. I thought he was a great striker. He's had enough informs now to really boost his stats in the good areas where which I find important on the game. So definitely rate Mario Balotelli. Let me know, guys, what you think of him if you've managed to pick him up down below in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.